Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. Just eases him off the ball. Perez. He's going for goal! Oh, bang on target. And there's his chance to lead the counter. No, that's been intercepted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Perez. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Spread neatly, and he's managed to get free. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He has found the way through. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, that's delightful. And it's Jorginho. So we're still where we started right now. Rice, he's gone forward. Oh, nicely intercepted. Robertson. And here's Son Heung-min. Liverpool look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
And no, that was never going to make it. Looking for the run. Oh, that looks a good ball through. He is through here. Now, can he find a finish? And he was alert to it. Caught offside that time. More and more pressure on the ball here. York. Lobbed in behind. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Manchester United!
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Manchester United penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
And it's Son Heung-min. Perez. Chance to shoot now.
There will be 1 minute.
Oh, he's burst, and the shot! Oh, what has happened here? Odegaard. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So there we are, half-time, both teams...
Counter-attack is unlikely, they're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Manchester United lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Manchester United definitely want to carry on in a...
Now the finish! Well, they've got it again. He's got the shot away! Oh, taken with style! Two to the good! They have breathing space!
Manchester United clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
And shapes to shoot!
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
And that is as far as they're going to go. Mohamed Salah carries the ball down the right. Mohamed Salah! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Manchester United really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
He gets big! Last-ditch defending, but that'll
The
do.
attendance for this match was
Timber.
71,898.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and
He's tried one! A chorus of approval here. It's really good play. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
York! Oh, it's come loose. Alisson, oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Rodri with the clearance. Jorginho. It's Jorginho! Now, who's going to be first to this? Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Mohamed Salah. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that should get the job done. And it's De Bruyne. He's had it taken off him. Jorginho running with the ball. Jorginho. Shot could be on. He's got a real chance! That's another chance! No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Turns back here, probably the best option. Pires. Now it's Wilshere.
This is actually quite a courageous move.
He gets big! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It's going to be another throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Jorginho. Wilshere. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's through here. Perez. York. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Alexander-Arnold kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Looks to clip it forward. Good read, needed to be. No, that's been intercepted. And that's really well manoeuvred. Ødegaard. Now it's Drogba. He's in here!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
There will be one
Wilshere.
added time.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he welcomes it in. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Manchester United can take heart from the fact that they're more than holding their own despite being a man down. That's credit to their level of organisation and spirit. Now that they've got a chance to have a breather and settle down, it'll be interesting to see what approach they'll take after the break.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. That gets things going for the second half.
Manchester United have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
He's in plenty of space here. He has found the way through. Caught offside that time. Alexander-Arnold. Shifted upfield. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He is through here.
York made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
987.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front.
Oh, what a mistake! And that's gone loose. It's one! It's a goal! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Substitution on the field. Number 4. Van Dijk.
Manchester United can
Number
now
22,
introduce the first of their
Wilshere.
substitutes.
Number
Liverpool
19,
have their opener.
Dwight York.
It is a goal of
Number
real
11,
significance.
Mohamed Salah.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up. You know,
Tries a shot! There's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
After 70
That
minutes,
looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Nunez gets his final warning. That has ended up in no man's land. Who saw this coming? It's turned into a real fight. Odegaard! Zinchenko with the clearance.
Substitution in progress.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Odegaard. Darwin can be a real threat inside the box. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Bernardo Silva. Tries to dink it in. Nunez looking to get on the end of this. Bernardo Silva. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And that will be the final act. They needed to win, and they have won. Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. We have already started here. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Oh, played right into his path. Van Dijk is there to clear. Now it's Owen. And they can counter here. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
He does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
Closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that.
Chance with a header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Perez. Darwin. Now it's Wilshere. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Wilshere. Wilshere! And that has been cleared. Skims one in. And that should get the job done. Your impression so far, Jim?
Manchester United have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
And now the breakaway. He's gone forward. Alexander-Arnold. Jorginho. Van Dijk. Adams. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Owen. Perez. Darwin. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. Oh, good ball. He's got away. It's a great... Now the finish! He's delivered all right!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Foden. Oh, now here's an interesting... And De Bruyne! That's a lovely, neat pass. That is a great ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, that's an inviting ball. Shapes to shoot! Nunez! There's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Look, this match promised goals, and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. Second period then underway.
Manchester United have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
That's a nicely measured pass. Now the big chance! Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Manchester United take the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Gets his pass away. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Mohamed Salah is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Wilshere! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Manchester United have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Kyle Walker. Nunez is herring after that one. Foden really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Cleared without hesitation.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Nunez! And that is expertly dealt with. He can get that clear. Oh, there's a probing ball. Van der Ven picks it up out wide. Van der Ven. And he's there to clear it. And the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Mohamed Salah with the short one.
Number 22.
Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Number 2. Williams Saliba.
It's their second corner of the game.
Number 47. Phil Foden. Number 8. Odegaard.
And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. So, third corner of the game. He's had a hit! Sticks it away! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
After 83 minutes.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. So all square, and not for the first time.
Listen, with the momentum that goal gives them now, they may well push for a winner before the 90 minutes is up. Players don't like extra time, believe me.
Odegaard, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Odegaard! Just off target.
Odegaard has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Oh, played right into his path. And he's got... Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Danger averted for now. And that interception was most necessary. There's the shot! Has another go! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! Odegaard. And the referee brings it to a close. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was...
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And here's Del Piero. And he's there to belt it away. Passing nice and Mane! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Maradona. Neymar tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Deftly away. Inter Milan have it back and can go again. Now it's Maradona. Maradona puts his foot on the gas. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's been caught napping. Griezmann. It's Maradona! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
And it's Maradona. Maradona going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, that's neat. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's picked his way through. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Van Dijk makes the interception. And here's Del Piero. Now it's Neymar. Oh, super find. Shot a goal! Oh, he's done it! They willed it, and it happened!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And a quick announcement today that memorabilia...
And there you have it! Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. We have already started here. Neymar. He's gone for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. David Villa getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Maradona. And he was alert to it. Now it's Torres. Guti. David Villa. Oh, great play. Hits one. Oh, he's done it! The most decisive of all goals. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good.
Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Now it's Maradona. David Villa. David Villa. Decent hit! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. South Africa are looking to go forward now. He'll try from distance. That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now they can spring out of defence. Beckenbauer makes the interception. Griezmann. David Villa. Griezmann. David Villa. Valverde. Quarter of an hour played. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's... Now the finish! Oh, he's won it! The goal to end it all! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And so we reach a fork in the road.
Hello, everybody,
Fortunes
and
can
welcome
turn
to
either
the
way from this
match.
point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And the counter is on. Griezmann providing an outlet on that flank, and he's managed to get free. Can he put it away? Oh, he's won it! They willed it, and it happened! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score. Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Beckham, the regular corner taker.
You start as you mean to go on, Peter. Make this a good one.
Rice. He's had a hit! It's off target and by quite a way. And it's Zico. To Roberto. Stones promptly onto that, and that is that. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I'll be very interested, Peter, to see what role Harvey Elliott will play. I suspect he'll be a key performer in terms of transitions and quick turnovers due to his ability to find the pass, and usually from a wide position where he's under less pressure and he finds a little more room. He does come in on occasion, but he does it to receive balls, and he's got a lot more to his game than I think most people know about.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Walker wins the duel this time. Roberto Carlos getting this one clear. Elliott. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of... There's the shot! Oh, the ball's... Oh, it's fallen loose again! He's got away with one there.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
Alexander-Arnold. Brazil yet to have an attempt on goal. Romario. He's shifting through the gears here, and Romario! Goal, Brazil! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Brazil have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Yeah, I think for them to get their noses in front away.
Can he finish? That's a half-decent try.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
Neymar. Danielson. Danielson going face-to-face with his great rival. Colwell did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. To Roberto. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Palmer. To Roberto. Bellingham. Palmer.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. How would you review the first half?
Brazil clearly are benefiting from their homework. They've dealt with anything that's been thrown at them and have been smart on the break.
Brazil head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead.
Substitution for England. Number 8, Bellingham.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Number 9.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Number 17, Jones. Number 11, Solanke.
Gabriel. De Roberto. Can he get it through? Now it's Zico. Zico! And he's there to get it away. And he's there to retrieve it. Solanke. Brazil just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ball's gone out of play. Jones. Got a shot away! Good try, very good try in fact.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Danilo.
The attendance for this
Your
match
impressions
was
so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Neymar. He shifted it to the flank. They're urging him to... Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Danielson could try cutting inside here. Great hit! Goal! Brazil! And that's got him off to a flyer!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Brazil penetrates. Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. 2, and we've barely begun here.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he's intervened well there. Now he's off and running. Oh, super find. Hits one! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Shifted upfield. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Neymar. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Romario. Now the finish! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Romario is offering a wry smile there.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Bruno Fernandes can get it clear. He's got away. It's Neymar! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Brazil find a position of real strength now. And it's been given away. Now it's Zico. Oh, he's through, it's one-on-one. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Well, that is one way to stop him. Coming up to half-time. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Romario! They've scored! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage.
It's Neymar! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And again! Really well taken goal. And that was his 20th goal for this team.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Things looking so easy. Romario! And there is the half-time whistle. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Brazil have been more or less perfect, I would say. Their manager's all smiles, and he's got every reason to be.
Brazil have been nothing short of awesome in the first 45 minutes. A truly memorable performance on all counts. And it has to be said, this match is well and truly already won. And we're already back. And Romario! He's got a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
And now he has two. Nielsen. Oh, this is a terrific run. Palinha, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Brazil have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Now, who's going to be first to this? That's good play. He's having a go! And he steered it beyond the post.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Substitution in progress.
Brazil choosing to make the first change.
The attendance for this
And
match
that is out of play.
70,987.
Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Now then, clash of the egos.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Vinicius Junior! Loose ball now, and here's a chance. Corner number 2 then. Bruno Fernandes with a fine tackle. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Gabriel, he is through here. Has a go! It's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Pinches it off him. That's a nicely measured pass. And he's managed to get free. And he's heaved it away. Back when it goes. And it's Roberto Carlos. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, good-looking ball. Casemiro calmly anticipates. Well, that has not gone well. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And he's away. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then.
Has a look and has a go. Marquinhos.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Martinelli! Oh, he really got hold of that. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Gabriel has it out wide and in space. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle.
Volunteers for each block.
Brazil
Please report
can
to the
celebrate
staff room
now. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. Gets his pass away. He's got away.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Quality ball. Rummenigge. Musiala. Great position here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Played back to the goalkeeper. And it's played forward.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
So I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me.
Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Brazil have a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Daniel's big chance! Havertz.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He has found the way through. Rummenigge! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little.
Can he put it away?
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Danielson is herring after that one. Spread neatly. Corner given. And we have our very first corner. Danger averted for now. And it's Marquinhos. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Drilled in low. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Closing it. Decent hit! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Fulkrug was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, easy pickings there. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Brazil head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And Romario! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Romario actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. And he's quick to get it clear again.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
And he's managed to get free. Plenty to it. Fulkrug! And now they can clear their lines. Now that's well seen too. Works it forward. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And he's intervened well there.
This match was 71,550.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Mittelstadt is sporting a guilty look after that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Zé Roberto gets rid without sophistication.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 10, Neymar. Number 11,
And he's
Zerbeto.
whipped it across.
Number 4,
Gabriel
Marquinhos.
with the clearance.
Number 21,
Hits one!
Romario. Number 13,
Vinicius Junior.
Danilo. Coming on the field, number 7,
Germany trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. He's one-on-one! That's going to go a long way.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Bremer is there and he can get that clear. Zico is there to clear. Zico takes control of it and he's on the move.
Germany couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Now this could be a chance. And that was very necessary. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Mateus gathers from the goal kick. Well timed, excellent interception. Rummenigge.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rummenigge! Well, there's the clearance. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
With the father of a boy in the green
So a brief breather,
backpack
and
under
then
contact
extra
with a nearby
time.
member of staff. Substitution for Brazil. Number 6, Gabriel. Coming on the field.
Into extra
is
time we go.
Number 5, Thiago
Rodrigo. Mateus. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great ball if he can get there. Ederson clears. So what can they make of this? And he's quick to snatch it back. Eder Militao. Out of play for a throw. Cleared without complication. He's gone for goal.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Extra time reaches half-time.
This is a lost children's
Well, we're
match.
still where we started, despite the best efforts of both parties. A game that has been at times exciting, often frustrating, unbearably tense. And the next 15 minutes will be the last chance for somebody to win it. Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? 105 minutes of football, and it is still goalless. It is going to come down to one moment. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Pass is just off target.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Havertz tries to get it clear and claimed it back swiftly. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Both sets of players have run themselves into the ground here, Peter, and as extra times go, I think I'll remember this for a while.
A quick reminder today that
Well, the
smoking
players
is
look
only
exhausted,
allowed in
but
areas
one
shown on this
last
map.
act.
Thank you for your
We're back in a
cooperation.
moment for penalties. Roberto Carlos is over the first kick. 1-0.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
Undav is the next man in the spotlight. 1-1.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
Ronaldinho is the man who's second in line.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Havertz will take their second. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Rodrigo is the third man to step forward.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
The third man in the queue. Oh, it's saved. Pretty much straight at him.
Well, in trying to get clever, that ended up being too comfortable for the keeper.
This to put them 2 up. Right in the bottom corner. Some nerve. And the lead is 2. Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. What poise! What noise!
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Vinicius Junior to end it here and now. And he delivers! Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test passed with...